Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. My name is Josh, and today we'll be talking about MATIC, Polygon MATIC that is, and creating an AI-based forecast for MATIC, and also looking at MATIC as a potential retirement vehicle. And let's start with our price forecast. This is our AI-based model trained on weekly price action since MATIC was launched in April 2019. The actuals are in white. The bull zone forecasted by our AI model back in late February 2024 is in color coded in green. The bear zone is color coded in yellow, and the middle line is the base case scenario forecasted by our AI model. Now let's look at the current price of MATIC. It's currently top 18th crypto by market cap. Price is at around 73 cents per our model. When the model was trained, the price of MATIC was at around 99 cents, and our model had forecasted towards the end of April at a base case level MATIC's price to be at around $1.15, and till the end of year 2024 at around $1.70. Right now the price of MATIC is slightly below the base case scenario forecasted by our model. The price is between the base case and the bear case. The bear case at this point in time was at around 67 cents, whereas the price action is at around 73 cents. So well within our one standard deviation confidence level of our model, which takes into consideration almost 70% of the price action. And then with if this bearish slump were to continue for MATIC, the theoretical floor is between 48 cents to about 67 cents now that we are in towards end of April. The base case, if MATIC starts to follow its trend line, the base case, as we discussed, is between $1.14 and $1.70, and the bull case is all the way between $1.83 all the way to about $4.45 forecasted by our model. And this if this bull case holds true, then the previous all-time high at a weekly level was at around $2.55, and if the bull case holds true, that ceiling gets expanded beyond the previous all-time high sometime in August of 2024. So we'll keep a close look on the USD forecast for MATIC. We also have its ETH pair. If you are interested, all of the content is available on the website on the bottom of your screen. This is the ETH pair forecasted by our model. You can take a look at it at your own time using the link cryptoweeklies.com. Today we'll be focusing more on the retirement related model for MATIC. This is our CAGR model, which is compound annualized growth rate, which takes into the consideration the price of MATIC between now and 2040 using three scenarios: the conservative case at around 8%, the realistic case at around 15% growth year over year, and the optimistic case at around 22% compound annualized growth rate for MATIC. And there are two lines that you are seeing on the screen. The blue line is the price at 8% growth rate, 15% growth rate, and 22% growth rate, and the red line is the number of MATIC tokens needed to be a MATIC millionaire, that is having $1 million of USD, that is one USD million dollars net worth in MATIC. How many tokens would you need? Today you would need at around, when price of MATIC is less than $1, you would need about 1.37 million MATIC tokens to be a MATIC millionaire. But if you turn the clock forward, that and assume that MATIC grows at around 8%, that number goes down to around 800,000 MATICs at around time frame at around 2032, assuming that 8% growth rate for MATIC, which is 1/5 of what Bitcoin did over the last 10 years. Bitcoin grew by about 40 to 45% over the last 10 years. So assuming that MATIC, which is again a higher risk crypto, having a much lower return at around 8% would be a conservative approach, and that the number of tokens in 2040 at 8% growth rate is at around 432 433 thousand MATIC tokens. And if you assume that MATIC would grow at in case of instead of 8% compound annualized growth rate at 15% CAGR, that number, the number required, the number of tokens required to be a MATIC millionaire at 15% CAGR is at around 168,000. And if you believe that 1 million is a stretch goal, or if you think that, again, this is not financial advice, if you think that having 1 million in MATIC is not per your risk appetite, if you want, let's say, 100K of your portfolio in MATIC, per this model, the good thing is that if you divide this number by 10, you would get the number of MATIC tokens to be 100K worth in MATIC. That would be at around 16,000 or 17,000 MATIC tokens to be to be at 100K MATIC, 100K USD worth of MATIC in 2040. Similarly, at 22% growth rate, which is the optimistic case for MATIC, the number of MATIC tokens would be at around less than 70,000 MATIC tokens needed to be a MATIC millionaire in 2040. And again, dividing it by 10, less than 7,000 MATIC tokens. This is all without staking MATIC. These models don't consider staking. If you consider staking, that number goes down significantly, because there is there is a multiplier, or the boost for CAGR at around, instead of 22%, if your staking rewards are, let's say, 5%, then that becomes, instead of 22% CAGR, that CAGR becomes 27%. So, and as you would know, that due to exponentiality, the number of tokens you would need would be significantly less. So in terms of price growth for MATIC, if MATIC manages to grow at around 22%, in terms of its USD pair, the price would be more than $14 in 2040 at 22% growth rate. At 15% growth rate, that USD price is at somewhere around $5.90 and $6. And at 8% growth rate, the price for MATIC is at around $2.31. So that is the beauty of exponentiality. Only a 7% difference from 8% to 15% has an impact of around a price at around $2.31 to about $6, which is almost 2x from that level. So that's, and in terms of 22% CAGR, that price of MATIC at that point in time would be at around $14.36. So this is our retire related model. The last but not the least is the discernment, and the second last, sorry, the one after that would be the regression bands. The MVRV Z score based, if checking whether MATIC is overvalued or undervalued, the focus is on the zero line over here. If the red line is, the red price chart, or the red chart of the Z score is below this zero line, that means MATIC is undervalued. If that red line manages to cross the zero threshold, then at that point in time MATIC becomes overvalued. Ever since January or February of 2022, this particular crypto, historically speaking, not financial advice, has been undervalued. So if there were a bullish scenario for MATIC, a DCA strategy at this point in time, if MATIC were to survive and thrive in the coming years, these undervaluation territory would be, looking back in future, would be a good time, not financial advice, because when the historically speaking, when the price is, or the when the valuation is of the, in terms of its Z score, is below this zero line, that was a good time to get in. So just wanted to highlight that the current, if you want to know, the current valuation in terms of undervaluation is slightly above this 0.5, negative 0.5 valuation on its MVRVZ. It is calculated by looking at the market value and the realized value, and then dividing it by the market value standard deviation to get the Z score. So this is the MVRV Z score based undervaluation or overvaluation discernment. And last but not the least is the heat bands that we have, which is looking at the polynomial regression function of MATIC's price, and looking at how, if it's undervalued or overvalued. Apologies for the error. So this is the updated regression band for MATIC, starting again 2019 April. And the price of MATIC is wrapped around a polynomial regression function, the line in the middle, which is the pink line, that is supposed to be a trend line for MATIC on its polynomial regression growth. During its bullish phases, that function has an upswing like this over here, like it started during October of 2023 when crypto entered the bullish phase, and also during the end of the towards the end of the bull run, the function has its downswing towards the bearish phases of the crypto market. Right now, this function, the line in middle, is valued at around $1.36, which is the fair value or the trend line for MATIC's USD price. The price is at around 73 cents, so almost one standard deviation to the downside. So if you consider this line, that is the pink line, as the trend line, there are three lines to the upside and three lines to the downside. The current price action is closer to the one standard deviation line to the downside, which is valued at around 70 cents. Price is at around 73 cents. So if there were a mean reversion from this line, which should have offer some support, like this trend line offered the support in January of 2024. That would be a key level to watch if price action manages to hold this 70 cents uh, as a support. If it does, then the secondary level to watch is the $1.36, and then subsequently the $2.60 and $5 level. So these are the regression bands for the MATIC. And if you believe that a two standard deviation peak or one standard deviation peak is something that is of your area of interest, rather than the bottoms, or let's say you have one standard deviation bottom and one standard deviation peak as your area of interest, you can toggle between these legends and look at the broader picture from the 70% confidence level, like we have our AI based forecast. Looking at that lens, you might miss out on some potential tops, or some potential bottoms, but your the maximum or the 70% of the price action would be under this under the purview of this polynomial regression function. So just to summarize this one, we are coming in at the end of this towards the end of this polynomial regression band at around one standard deviation bottoms. If you believe that crypto will not enter the two standard deviation bottom, this is a point where there is some confluence. If you believe that there is one more leg to the downside, then the key level to watch would be at around 34 cents, and that 34 cents would correspond to a price action similar to, or a momentum similar to June of 2022, when MATIC had its own USD bottom for this bear market. Ever since June of 2022, MATIC has not had a leg down. So that is again a key level to watch if crypto or MATIC in particular has a further leg down to in the coming days. So just to summarize all of the content that we covered, in terms of regression bands, MATIC is entering or close to entering the one standard deviation bottom, which covers almost 70% confidence level that the price action will be above the level, above the 70 cents level. So this is one area to look for. Then from its discernment or the MVRV Z score based crypto eval, MATIC is close to its undervaluation stages or peak undervaluation stage, like it was in June of 2022. And the third one is on in terms of its compound annualized growth rate based retirement model. The number of MATIC tokens needed to retire in 2040 at 8% growth rate is around 433,000. At 15% growth rate is around 168,000, and at 22% growth rate is around 70,000 MATIC tokens. So and in terms of the immediate USD forecast per our AI model for MATIC is between $2 and $4.44 in as a threshold bull case ceiling. The base case is between $1.10 and $1.70 for this year. and the bear case is 47 cents to about 67 cents for 2024. So with that, I will leave you with this, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Hope you like this content. If you did, please subscribe to the channel and give this video a like, and see you tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.